It's a great idea. Now, come on.
It's not going to be a good idea, Darla. He's a vampire. Wink, wink.
Did I ever tell you what the definition of insanity is?
Hello there, this is the Geordie Nerd, and I am back with another reaction video. But today, I thought I would do a reaction on Buffy the Vampire Slayer. I haven't seen this show now in nearly 10, maybe 12 years. So I thought I would have, you know, a bit of a retro reaction. See if it goes over well. If you enjoy it, please do drop a like and subscribe, and let's get into it and have some fun. Behind us is my favourite character. Nicholas Brendan is just a brilliant guy. Obviously in his life he's had some issues, but haven't we all? But he was my favourite character in the show, and I just love everything that he does now. All the bowling stuff, the karaoke stuff. Like, one day I hope to meet him. He comes to the UK a few times a year, and I'm going to be there one day. I want one of them hugs. But yeah, the very first episode, when it first started, I was like, oh my god, that boy's going to kill that girl. And then straight away it was just it blew my mind. I was like, what? It has been a long time since I've seen this, so I know there was a lot of people who are like big time stars now, like Wentworth Miller. Like he's in this somewhere. He plays a monster, I believe. Not in this episode, but
It's a great idea. Now, come on.
it's not going to be a good idea, Darla. He's a vampire. Wink, wink.
You can see the whole town.
Now, the issue with the remake, the Blu-ray copies you get on Sci-Fi, that's what my friends call them. It's a Blu-ray. It's so bright. It's like dark scenes are well lit, and they're not supposed to be. Like, they've literally butchered it for Sci-Fi, so I couldn't watch it. This, you can barely see anything. I'm like, yeah, this is what I grew up with. Bloody terrible lighting, but it give it the atmosphere that the show bloody deserved. They're talking about vampires and stuff, and it's like a bright lit, like Angel or Spike was in a dark room, and it looks like the sun's hitting their face. It's stupid. If you're gonna do it correctly.
Are you sure? Okay.
Vampire makeup still fucking holds up. It's like, God, 20 years? Is it 20 years? And it still looks brilliant. Fantastic. Like, that's what you get when you don't CGI everything. It holds up. Now, the Master always terrified me. I mean, I can't remember how old I was. Maybe, yeah, I think I was 13 when this show started. And I wasn't like big on horror when I was 13. Like, I was scared of the dark and stuff. And the Master proper creeped me out. Really, I mean, I continued watching the show, obviously. But the Master was like my first intro to horror, because he was literally terrifying. He scared the bejesus out of us. Like, that flash that I just got of him there kind of brought that back for a split second. I was like, oh, Mom. But yeah, it's weird how a show can actually bring those feelings back. But yeah, he did scare the crap out of us, and then obviously it just got scarier and scarier. But now I'm an adult and I'm fine.
And honey, try not to get kicked out.
Try not to burn down any gyms. I like that it's a continuation of, you know, the Buffy movie. Not that the Buffy movie was that good, but I like that it is a continuation of it.
Pardon me, excuse me.
Yeah, there he is. I love Xander. Xander, the reason I love Xander so much is just, he's the normal guy. Like, the Scooby gang that start out, it's Buffy. She's the almighty slayer. Giles is our watcher. Willow is just Willow, and Xander's just Xander. But then obviously Willow becomes a witch, a Wiccan, and Xander's just still a normal dude. And that's what I love about him. Like, he saves the world. There's a season, I'm not going to go into it if you have never seen Buffy before, because I'm going to do them all, let's be honest. He saves the world. Him. Just him. And like, I remember watching it and I was actually crying. I was like, oh my god, they give the guy who was literally just a guy who goes into battle with Buffy all the time this big moment, and I just loved it. And that's why he's my favourite character. He still is to this day. Even though he hated Angel and I loved Angel at the time, but still.
Please move.
Really?
Yeah, you know, I kinda had a problem with the math.
Which part?
The math.
The math is the
Can I
problem.
please be my study buddy?
From the library where the books live.
Right, from there. See, I want to change.
That relationship between Willow and Xander, I always thought that's what's going to happen. They're going to get together because they were just lovely together, and they've got this relationship throughout the whole of the show. And then obviously that didn't happen, and I was a tiny bit devastated. And then obviously Willow met the love of her life, and I was like, this is actually really good.
I heard someone was transferring.
So tell.
Tell what?
What's the sitch? What do you know about her? New girl.
New girl.
Well, you certainly are fond of
She's
them.
new.
Buffy Summers, sophomore, late of Emory High in Los Angeles. That's
A
what
clean
you get
slate.
there. What's past is
Okay,
past.
I remember this
We're not
bit.
interested
I'm pretty
in
sure.
what it's-
I'm pretty sure the clean slate. He's like, we're not interested. And then he reads he burned down the gym, and then he's like trying to put our record back together. Joss Whedon was a master. That's the end of that conversation. I love that. Oh.
Can I have you? Can I help you?
Did he say, can I have you? I never picked that up the first time. That's the thing, when you're a kid, you don't pick up the double meanings and stuff. And I've just got that now, at 33.
Thanks.
I don't know you, do I?
I'm Buffy. I'm new.
Xander. Is me. Hi.
Oh, thanks.
Well, maybe I'll see you around. Maybe at school, since we both
Go there.
go there.
Great.
Classic
It was nice to
Xander.
meet you. Steve?
Saved by the bell.
Hi, I'm Cordelia. I'm Buffy. If you
I think a lot of people didn't like Cordelia. I mean, rightly so, because she was a bit of a bitch. She was the school bitch, or whatever they call them in America. But she becomes an actual decent character in this and in Angel. And I think, apart from Wesley's character, she's got the most development of any character in Buffy and Angel. Like, she went from just rich queen of Sunnydale to, you know, protector of the helpless, and I think that's brilliant. And it just goes to show how much effort they put into these characters. I think she did a brilliant job. She's a fantastic actress, and through both shows, she just developed so much, as did Wesley. But we'll get on to Wesley when he turns up, because I've got lots to say about Wesley. Yay, I passed the popularity cost. Yeah, the
Nice
quiz.
dress.
Yay.
Good to know you've seen the softer side of Sears.
Oh, well, my...
I don't like bullies at all. I mean, I know it's just a TV show, not paid, but I hate bullies in real life and in TV shows. So you should punch her in the boob. Helpful red ring around it, just so you don't miss it. I mean, it's in block capitals, local boys missing, but they still need that big red ring just in case you miss it. I mean, that's what YouTube's like nowadays, isn't it? 25 things you missed from the Super Bowl adverts, and it's like rings and arrows. I still click on them. Big smile on his face. A big book about vampires.
What is it you said?
Bye, Giles. See you soon.
And that's where her mom had to get a new job. Nag. Pause. She was starting fights.
Neg. Page.
Nagly. Well,
I mean, did anyone even talk like that? Like, is that a thing? Did anyone, when they were kids, say neg and page? Like, negative, positive? Like, I never heard that. Strites was something that we used to say as kids. Strites, man? Strites? I don't even know what it meant, but that's what was said. God, kids are stupid. Well, we were. Forgot about that. So what I want you to do is scream for like a full minute. Just keep screaming.
Hi. Willow, right?
Why?
I mean, hi. Did you want me to move? Then let's say go directly into
Why?
for favor. It doesn't involve moving, but it does involve hanging out with me for a while.
But aren't you hanging out with Cordelia?
And they did that for 7 years. They hung out. 7 beautiful seasons of this wonderful show.
The only thing I can think is that you're building a really little fence.
No, actually, it was for self-defense. Everyone has them in LA. Pepper spray is just so passé.
Yeah, big wooden stakes.
So what do you do for fun? What do you like? What do you look for in a man? Let's hear it.
If you have any...
What do you do for fun? What do you like? What do you like in a man? Let's hear it. I mean, you couldn't have made that any more obvious, could you, Xander?
What do you know about this town?
It's 2 hours in the freeway from...
Oh, that's right. The Hellmouth. I'd totally forgotten about that. There's a Hellmouth in Sunnydale, isn't there? How did I forget that? I mean, it's pretty much all the talk about in every episode. And I've forgotten about it. Christ.
Neiman Marcus?
Dig a bit in the history of this place and you'll find a steady stream of fairly odd occurrences.
Like vampires.
Like zombies, werewolves, incubi.
Succubi.
Everything you've ever dreaded was under your bed but told yourself couldn't be by the light of day. They're all real.
What? You like Sent Away for the Time Life series?
Yes.
Get the free phone?
As if there's a Time Life series on vampires, werewolves, incubi, succubi, demons. God, I'd buy that, let's be honest. I mean, I bought John Winchester's diary from Supernatural. Yes, I'm a big nerd. Supernatural. I'll stick a link somewhere if you like Supernatural too. Hopefully you'll like and subscribe. Here he is. I had an obsession with Angel when I was younger. Like, I literally had the leather jacket and everything. And I thought I looked fucking cool, right? Walking around school with a leather jacket with me school uniform on. And it was, like, long as well. It was a long leather jacket. I was in, like, year 10 or 11. This is how tragic I was. And I was convinced vampires were real and stuff. I'd convinced myself they were. I was so tragic. There he is. Apparently David Boreanaz got this job while walking a dog. Someone saw him walking a dog and went, he'd be a good vampire. I mean, that's the rumour. I don't know if it's true. It could be bullshit. But I remember when I first found out about the Angel spin-off, like there was a news article about how if he hadn't been walking the dog that day, it was going to go to some total different person, which is insane. If true.
The truth is, I thought you'd be taller, or bigger, muscles and all that. You're pretty spry, though.
What do you want?
The same thing you do.
I mean, is that crushed velvet he's wearing? Do you know what I mean? How can you not tell he's a vampire? He's wearing crushed velvet. Oh, God, this show. I love it. It's so good. But like I said, it's cheesy, but it's the right amount of cheese. I love a bit of cheese in my shows.
Okay. What do I want?
To kill him.
To kill them all.
To kill them all.
Sorry, that's...
He's more... What's the word I'm looking for? Like, cocksure and confident in this than he... in the pilot than he is in any other episode, I feel. Like, he's got this big shit-eating grin on his face. And he just seems so cocky and arrogant. And that changes because he's more, like, broody and like, quiet in other seasons and in Angel. I mean, there is, you know, moments of levity in that show as well, but he's definitely more, especially in the first season of Angel, like, I don't think there's any comedy, apart from maybe the dance scene he does. So that was funny. Here is the Master. Like, seriously, this guy is scary, but the Master is twice as scary. He's like skin and bone, like, from what I remember, and he's just... he looks horrible. He looks more like a bat than he does a human. And that's because he's been a vampire for so long. But imagine being 13-year-old you and seeing that for the first time. Like, creepy, man. I mean, tell me, as a child, that face wasn't the stuff of nightmares. Because it was creepy. I mean, I don't even think you ever see him without that makeup on. Even in, like, later seasons where they do, like, flashbacks... like, this is all you ever see of this guy. I don't even know who it is underneath the mask. That's how scary it was.
Oh, that's a dark time, Knight.
I mean, come on, guy's a vampire. Look at the way he's dressed. Oh, God.
You're not going anywhere until we fail.
Like, that didn't look bad. I mean, for the time, it looks really, really good, man. And there's Willow doing her best vampire impression. Stabbed. Now, I remember first seeing this, and I did not expect it to look that cool. I was blown away. I was like, whoa, they actually did that. Like, for the time, I mean, even now, I mean, Blade copied this. Blade emulated Buffy with the disintegration. Obviously, Blade was more high budget, but, like, Buffy did a fantastic job of turning the I was going to say zombies, the vampires into dust. Like, it just looks really good. Oh, you've got to commend the stunt team for this show, and pretty much any show that's action heavy. Like, they do all these stunts every week. Like, in a movie, they work a couple of months and then they take a break. But this was every week. 10 days sometimes it would take to shoot an episode. And they're thrown about all the time to get the perfect shot. Like, you've got to commend them for doing such a good job. Oh, shit. I forgot about that. I forgot that it's a two-parter. Honestly, I'm so glad I'm actually watching this show again. Like, it makes my heart happy. So I'm hoping the people who are already subscribed because of my other reactions will actually check this out. And if, like I said, if you're new here, please do consider subscribing. If it does well, I'm going to go through every single episode. I'm thinking maybe 1 or 2 a week. And like I said, every single episode of the show, we'll go through it. And we'll take this journey together if that's something you want to do. If you do, just drop a like, leave a comment, and of course, subscribe. The acting in this is, like I said, it's cheesy. But it's my kind of cheese, okay? It gets better as it goes on, the show. Like, I think the introduction of Spike is when this show just becomes, like, phenomenal. And not just because of Spike, of course. I mean, although Spike is brilliant. It takes a season and a bit to find its way, and there is some stinkers like I, Robot You, Jane. But again, I will still watch that episode. I'm going to go through every single one. So, like I said, please do drop a like and subscribe. The music, the intro on this show is still so iconic. Like this one and Angel, I can hear them in my head every time I think of them. The Master is terrifying still. Obviously, I'm an adult now and I can deal with that fear, but as a kid I was so scared of him, like really, really scared of him. But like it's cool to revisit a show that I haven't watched in, I would say, about 10 or 12 years. Supernatural, I think it's actually been, I would say 14 years maybe, because when Supernatural came about, that became my new obsession, and I've watched that and it's on its 15th year. So I haven't watched Buffy since then, which is a long time. So that's a lot of episodes to go through that I probably forgot a lot of stuff about. But I'm excited to go through it. So yeah, the acting was great. I love Sarah Michelle Gellar as Buffy, and Willow and Xander and Cordelia are brilliant. I just love the show, and I'm excited to continue on with the journey. So this is the end of the reaction/review of the very first episode of Buffy. So if you do like this, again, drop a like and subscribe, and I'll see you all very soon for more Buffy the Vampire Slayer reactions. It's a shame you're not even going to see that, because I'd have to mute out all the audio. Maybe I'll put it at the end. So if you're seeing this now, that's what I did.